Hello and welcome back to my channel. I just moved all of our keychains from out of the office into here and set them on this table. This is insane. I really didn't think that I would make this many. Hopefully these will last for a little while. But now that we've made them, as you guys saw in my last video, if you haven't seen it, feel free to watch it. I'll tag it in the description. But now that we have them all made, we still have to list them. So first order of business, I'm just gonna get right into it, right? First order of business is we need to sort them. So during the listing photos, I like to have similar pendants next to each other. So for example, these both have hearts on them. So I'm gonna put these in the same photo or like the same listing. I just wanna be able to have all the heart keychains next to each other, all the flower keychains, all the bow keychains. You get the point. So first things first is organizing all these, first by pendant, then by color, and then we'll get to taking pictures of them. So I'm gonna start on that. Yeah, we're really just getting right into it, but this has been almost a 2-week process making all of these, and so it feels really good to be at this point where I just need to take photos and list them. Okay, now I got them in their separate piles. So these are like little bears, and then there's also some bunnies. I think that's what those are. And then up here we have all the different bows. These are flowers, and we have stars. These are just kind of like random pendants. I'm not sure, like little crowns, just kind of some random stuff. Then up here we have everything with the gold charm at the end. These ones are the same but silver. Then these are all butterflies. These all have little roses at the bottom. And then all of these are the different hearts. So now I'm gonna go through and separate them probably one at a time, but separate them out into each individual one so that I can make sure to photograph each one. Like there might be duplicates of one, but I want to make sure that I get every single one in the photos and I don't have duplicates in the photos. And I'll probably photograph them one pile at a time just to make it go quicker. And just so that I don't miss any or I don't have like duplicates in the photos, because I've done that before and it's a whole mess. So I'm gonna grab our equipment that I got to take our new listing photos because I'm so excited for it. It's gonna be a learning curve, but I'm fine with that because I think they're gonna turn out great. So let me grab it really quick. Okay, so here's everything that I got. First off, let's just start up front here. Well, I guess this won't make sense till I open this, but I want to have some decor for the keychains and like in the photos. It's always nice to have just a little bit of like background decor just so it doesn't look so plain. So I got some little, these are fake baby's breath. They're just like stemmed and I can cut them and whatnot, but super cute, really tiny so that they'll kind of be like just in the background of the photo. Like I don't want this to be the main thing, but I just want them to be there. Then we have this table runner, I believe it is. Yeah, it's a cheesecloth table runner. It's like color ivory white. So this is not very wide, but it's really easy to like scrunch up from the photos, at least what I saw. So it'll like scrunch up nice and it's very sheer, so I can kind of put it around or behind the keychains and just kind of add some texture to the picture. Then we have this set of 3, I always thought people were crazy for buying these, but these, let me get them out. So these are a set of 3 decor books, which I always thought was like a little bit weird. I'm like, why would you ever need decor books? But for this, I thought I could put the keychains on the book just so that they're like a little bit higher and they have some texture behind them. It adds some depth to the photo. So I'm gonna play around with these. I have 3 different colors so we can kind of pick and choose which one I like the best. Then we have some garland in here. I probably won't take this out yet, but it's like some green. It looks really dark, but it's some light green like leaf garland to kind of go with the flowers and like put it around, you know, add some color. Then this, you guys know I have that black organizer, which is actually outside of my office, but I have a black organizer kind of like this that I put all my keychains in. But since I have so many different ones for this new batch, I thought I would like to have another one, because for my last 2 batches I've had to have like about 3 to 4 different keychains per drawer, and I think for these it would be even more. So I got some new ones, and these are actually pretty deep, so I'll probably be able to fit some more in here. So that's brand new. Now let's go on to this. Let me open it. So I've had lots and lots of recommendations for getting like some sort of light box, or like a light to shine on my products as I'm taking photos, or like certain paper that like reflects, or like I don't know, all sorts of different ideas. And So I finally, you know, did some shopping for a whole day and found this. Why is it so big? That's my question. Okay, so this is, let me just be an influencer really quick. The Palooz photo light box. You can probably see where this is going. So I'm gonna take all of these out. I don't really know what this is. Oh, I guess this is probably like to plug in to the wall. I don't know what that is. We'll figure all that out later. But this like comes up and it turns into a box somehow. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, and then it has different backgrounds. Okay, here we go. Here's the manual. Let's use this. Okay, here's what I need. Let's set this thing up. So unfold. I think I need some more room. Ah, this will be fine. Okay, so unfold. Then, what? Wait, I'm so confused. So these are the backgrounds, so I don't need these yet. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna set these aside. Okay, then this unfolds. Yep. Okay. And then the other side. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me show you. This is way bigger than I expected, but look at this. It's like a full-on box, and those are lights at the back, and I don't really know how, like, I guess this paper goes over it, maybe? I don't know, we have to look into that, and I'm not sure what this is either. But like, how exciting! So then it'll be shining down on my keychains, and there's a hole right there. You can see there's a hole that you can open, and then you take pictures from it. So you can either take it from the front or from the top. And I think I'm gonna do from the top. Well, let's finish setting this up first. Oh, that is the top. Oh, okay. So then this has to be rotated. Oh, that makes so much more sense then. So I think I want a white background. So they come with different colored backgrounds. So I'm gonna use white. And these, I guess I can just take off. Wow. Okay, then this whole thing comes up. Maybe. I'm gonna have to balance it. Okay, then there's the actual box. Okay, so then this is what I was saying. This comes up and there's like Velcro. So you can Velcro it here. And then this. Look at that, they got a little door. Okay, let's figure out how to turn it on. So there's two cords up here. As you can, I don't know if you can see that, but there's two cords. And it came with a cord, so I'm gonna use that to plug it in. I think this only accepts one though. Yeah, what? Okay, actually this cord will do because it has two separate little dongle pieces that attach into these at the top. And then this will power the light in the box. Well, they don't give you much feet to work with, do they? This is barely anything. I guess I could do it on the floor. Yeah, let's do that. All right, let's see if this works. Oh wait, what? There's another, oh wait, I could have done it. There's another cord that attaches to it. It's not on yet. Oh. Okay. That's amazing. So this is what controls our light in here. So this, if we turn it all the way up, or we can completely shut it off. And then here's how it looks from the front. Now that is bright. Oh, it's so dirty. Okay, I'll have to vacuum that, and fix that, whatever that is. We'll just be having stuff down here. So look at that. Even like my hand in there, it looks so bright. I love it. So now we can continue with sorting the keychains, you know, making sure that I have at least one of each for the photos. And then we'll slowly move them into the box, set them all up, and take photos. Also, we have had this Canon camera forever now, and I think it's about time that I finally use it. This thing is so different from my vlogging camera. It's huge. Like, I might as well use it. It's gonna take great pictures. So, of course it's not charged. It won't even turn on, so that's probably good that I checked that. So I'll charge this, and then we'll see how the photos turn out. I'll probably have to change some settings or something with it, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so I got them all separated out. So this is kind of what I was talking about. So like this one, we only have one, but then this one we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of. So I'm only gonna take a picture of one, but for my spreadsheet that I'm gonna make, I still need to write down that I have a total quantity of 8 for that specific keychain. And it continues down the way. So most of them I have a couple of, but like this one I have one, this one I have one, and then same with all of these in the front as well. So now I'm gonna separate them out, just take one of each, and then we'll go take photos of them and then sort them into the organizer. All right, let's see if this camera works now. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. Oh, there we go. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Okay, so I'm gonna use, I put the card in. I haven't used this thing in forever, clearly. Oh, it like doesn't work if the slot thing is open, I guess. Where do you put the card? Oh, I think it's on the side. Yes. Oh, that's gonna be a problem. And maybe it's just because it's bright. Okay, yeah, that's good. Okay, so camera works. We have all of our keychains here. These are all just one of each of the heart keychains. So we've got a whole bunch. I have our decorations here. I'm gonna decorate the box. I'm gonna vacuum it first because it has like random stuff in it. I don't know. Probably just from like shipping it. I cannot wait. Mainly because I want people to be able to shop them, but also because I've never done a whole setup like this. Like, you guys know if you've seen my launch videos, like this is not normal. And I'm excited to use this for my other products as well since it's so big. So let's just get right into it. Alright, this is how we're looking. I can't tell if this is like overkill or not, but I kind of like it. And now the last thing that I got is these little numbers. Because if you've seen any of my other collections, I have to write like letters all over the photos, and they just end up looking really kind of weird. So I got these numbers. They're actually for like bakeries and things. They put them in their displays to like show the prices, but I figure I can just leave out the $ and just put like 1, 2, 3 just to kind of number the keychains in the photo. And then I won't have to write on them. The customer will know exactly what it is. I won't have to worry about like, I don't know, there's just so many things that I can think of that's gonna be so much easier. So I'm gonna try these out. I don't really like that they're white numbers on a black cube, but it was all I could find that would lay flat instead of like tilted and like upward. Since I want these all to lay flat. But let's see how the keychains look on this little green nature display. I can't tell if I'm like going over or not. I really can't. I think I will be able to tell once I get the keychains in. Also, something I was gonna say, these leaves are some of the worst decor to like get apart. So they not only win that award, but they also win the award of the stinkiest decor ever. So I will have them linked. I'll have everything linked in my Amazon affiliates if you're interested in anything that I'm showing here. But keep that in mind, they stink so bad. So I don't know, maybe pick some different leaves, but like shop around and, you know, if you really like these, get them. I'm sure the stink will wear off, but like, man, it is nasty. Alright, not really sure how I like that. It's kind of giving like, here's a lineup of keychains, like pick which one did it. I don't really like it. I don't know. I've been staring at it for a little while and I still can't decide. I don't know if I like it. Like the black just doesn't really match, but it would make it so easy in the future. All right, I wasn't quite sure what to think, so I put it on my laptop and here's the photo. How I'm looking at it, from what I can see, what it's showing up on my camera, it looks the exact same on the laptop. Like it's not exposed different or anything like that. Like it truly is just that bright. But one thing that I noticed is I definitely need to fix the background, like that those leaves need to come out. I need more than just a circle around the keychains. And I think I'm gonna ask a few people what they think of the numbers because I really can't decide. I like how obvious it is so that people don't have any questions about which one they're choosing. I just feel like it doesn't match the vibe though. But part of selling them is like making sure that people understand which one they're selecting. And with it being this tiny, I don't know how I'd put numbers on there and still have people be able to read them. And like, I don't know, I think I might just go with the numbers. And I'm definitely gonna add a 7th one because it looks a little bit too spread out. And I think I need to get closer to the keychains as well. And I need to turn up the brightness. And maybe we should use a darker book because I think that would contrast more since these ones have a lot of light, translucent pearl type beads on them. I'm glad I did this because downloading them onto your computer and like being able to see them instead of on the tiny little screen on your camera really helps. If you're just doing it on your phone, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but when you're putting it onto an SD card, it's hard to tell what you're actually doing. So this was helpful. I'm gonna fix those changes and then we'll continue with all of the heart keychains. Now that we have taken all the photos for just the heart keychains, so I've got one main pendant done and I had to do 2 separate listings since like the numbers worked out better that way. I think I went up to 23 keychains per listing, so it'll be like 2 separate heart keychain listings. But now I want to go ahead and update quantities as I'm going throughout the main pendants. So now that I have all the hearts done, I'm going to update the quantities, and I just made a spreadsheet. Let me show you how I'm going to do all of it. So this is how our spreadsheet is looking, pretty empty. And up here, I already filled in, we have keychain quantities, that's like the name of our spreadsheet. And we have main pendant as our first column. So this, I already put heart and number 1. Eventually, I'm gonna put heart number 2 down here for the second listing, but I just need to figure out how many numbers we have first. So next to it, I have the number, so this designates which keychain we're talking about on the listing. And then next to it, we'll put quantities. So however many I count from these piles is how many I'm gonna put in here. So let's say 3. This is just all example. And let's say we had like number 2, we had number 3. We can just easily select these and go down to however many numbers we need, which I think is 23, if I'm not mistaken. So we have 23, then I'm gonna copy and paste this heart number 1, paste it down here, and we're gonna retype this to be number 2 since we'll do the number 2 listing. And then same with this, we'll do 1 through however many numbers we have on the second listing. And this will just kind of give us an idea of how much quantity we have of each one without having to make the listing first. Because with the listings, a lot of the time you have to have the photos, the quantities, everything input before you can save it. And since I don't have all of that, like I don't have the photos downloaded, I want to do all of that at the very end. So keeping track of the quantity as I go along makes it a lot less stressful in the end, and just being able to look at the spreadsheet and type in the numbers into Shopify and Etsy is just so much easier. And then for actually putting them into the organizer, how I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna take a piece of tape and I'm gonna write out probably H1 to stand for heart 1, and I'm gonna tape it onto this top box. And the reason I'm gonna use tape is so that I don't have to write on this and then ruin it and then like have to tape over it or write over it or something for future collections. And same with that other black organizer that I have as well. And so I'm gonna go H1, H2, H3, H4, whatever. And I think in H1, I'm gonna put number 1 from both the heart number 1 and heart number 2 keychain listings. Because I was thinking about it, if I don't, then I'm gonna have 2 H1s on the board, or I would have like 2 bins that say H1 through 3 or whatever, and that's just gonna be confusing. So I don't wanna have to use up 2 separate bins for the same number, so I'm gonna combine them, and it'll just be like the 2 listings are overlapping each other in the bins. And it shouldn't cause any problems, like it shouldn't be any more confusing than putting 2 of any of the keychains together in a bin. So I always have those photos to reference, and that's why I save them to my camera roll so that I can reference them later. But that's how I'm gonna go about the bins. And then obviously, like going forward, I'll have like stars, so I'll put like S1, or I'll have bows, so I'll put B1, or maybe like the bunnies and the bears, I'll put animal, or like teddy or something. I don't know. I have flower, and then I have random. So all of them kind of work out to be different letters, so it works out really nice. But it's currently 9:30. I'm gonna go ahead and get some sleep. I started this project really late in the day. So I'm gonna pick up where we left off tomorrow morning and hopefully get these all done tomorrow. I don't think it'll take very long. Well, let me rephrase. I think it'll take a long time tomorrow, but once tomorrow is done, like it'll be a breeze to get it up on the shop. So I'm gonna get some sleep and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Okay, I finished up last night's work that we left off on. So I got our first row filled and about half of our second row. I put H1, H2, and then all the way down through H23. So in each drawer, we just have those keychains that were marked in the photos for the listings, and they're all, you know, nice and organized, and they look great. And we still have so much more room to go. So I'm glad that I did combine like H1 and H2 together, since now we have a lot more room for all of these other keychains. So I'm gonna get started probably doing these stars now, just separating them out just like we did with all of these keychains, and just getting one of each, and then we'll take photos and count quantities. Also, I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I'm gonna reiterate it if I have. This light box is amazing. The fact that I could take photos for my listings up till like 9:30 last night was incredible. Usually these keychains, I'm like up at dawn, prepping for the photos, like waiting for the perfect lighting on my desk, trying to find good backgrounds, good lighting, good everything. Like this has been the best investment, and it wasn't even that expensive. Like I'll have it linked in my Amazon storefront, but the fact that it comes with all the lights, all the different backgrounds, it didn't come with the decorations. I had to buy those separately, but that just allows more freedom for you to like create your own decorations, really tailor down your photos how you want them to look. And I just can't get enough of it. I have been like thinking about it all morning. I love it. It is 10 out of 10. I love it. I can't quite remember the size that I got. I think I got either 2 or 3 foot. Like they have different sizes so that if you only take photos of keychains, let's say, you don't need a 3 foot one. Like that's way too big. But I figure I can use it for my makeup bags, my wallets, my tote bags, a lot of my other larger products. So it really doubles as, you know, a photo booth for everything. But I'm gonna keep on going. I'm gonna sort these out, and hopefully we can wrap up these photos today. in the box, and I'm gonna show you. I have some plans for some marketing. So I think what I'm gonna do is for a couple of these photos, I'm gonna take off these numbers because I don't really want those numbers on like my main home screen when I advertise these on not only the landing page of the website, but also like TikTok, Instagram, my stories, all those sort of things. So I'm gonna like try and center these and get some marketing photos as well, because I always forget about that while I'm taking listing photos. So I want to get some close-ups. I'm probably going to move some of these leaves like a little bit closer and just get some really good detail shots of all these keychains, because I mean, they're beautiful. Like, I want people to see all the details of them. So I'm also going to do some of that as well. And like this fabric, I feel like needs to come up and like hug the book. You know what I mean? To add more texture instead of just like laying there. There, yeah, like that. Okay, so these ones, I'm gonna do some sideways. I'm gonna do some vertical. Just a little bit of everything. I like how I'm literally inside the box when there's a hole up above, but this is how you get the good photos. There we go. There's a couple good ones. Okay, moving on. That is all for the stars, by the way. We don't have very many. So all we had was these ones and the ones that are in the box right now. So now we can move on to some other keychains. I think I'm gonna do the, I don't remember what I called them, but there's like gold and silver and they're really tiny, very dainty. I'm gonna do those and the roses, since those should go pretty quick. Oh, and I need to do quantities for these stars as well. Just now realizing as I was taking the photos that I don't have any photos that don't have the numbers for the main photo on the listing. Like, as you're scrolling through the product page and you're like picking out which product you want to select from the website, does that make like you're shopping on the website and you're like just looking at all the different products? All of them are going to have the numbers on them, and I don't know, I just don't like that for the main photo. So I just kind of realized like I should be taking photos of all the keychains that are going to be in that specific listing. So I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to just lay them all out on the book without any numbers, like not, you know, positioned in any which way. I'm just going to put them on there so then when people are shopping, they can kind of see the general idea of the keychains in that listing, and then they can select on it and then look at all the individual keychains. But I'm really glad that I remembered that. I'm going to have to take some out of those organizers and do the first listings that I already took pictures of. But I always forget this. This is the number one thing about launching products, is I forget about that main photo. Like, I get so focused on the individual photos and then I completely forget about like a general photo of all of them. So I'm gonna do that really quick and just kind of throw them all on the book like I said. Okay, wrapped up those photos for the main picture of the listing. I decided to go with just like scooting them towards the middle and just kind of having them like fray out. I don't know, or like kind of, you guys saw the pictures, okay? You guys know what it looks like. I went with that, and then I'm gonna add up our total keychains because I need to publish a video about it. So I'm gonna count up all of our keychains and then the number of beads on average that we used per keychain, and then multiply that, get our total number of beads. So let's do that really quick. We have 36 on the floor that I counted. So we have 36 plus our total quantity in our organizer right now is 91. So we have 396. So total quantity is 396. Let's say average bead is 14. That gives us 5,544 hand-strung beads. I just kind of wanted to know that number for the video that I'm publishing right now. But now that that's done, we can continue with the photos. Now it's time to update quantities. I finished all of our photos and we need to do quantities because I stopped after our first, what are these, hearts or heart keychains. I just didn't continue because I had to like move the SD card back and forth and it got annoying. So now we're gonna do quantities once again on my spreadsheet. All right, now this is the next process, is going through all the different photos and first of all rotating them. So if I go down in our list here, these are all good. Let's find, okay, so here. So I'm just gonna hit shift and then you can go down and select even more. So like that one's good, so I'm gonna go back up. Then you just hit rotate left and then it rotates all three of those. And I just go down the list doing that over and over. So like this one, and just keep going until I find one that is the correct way. So like that one, and I'll just rotate all these. Just like that. So I'll go down through all of our different pictures and do that. Okay, here we have all of our individual listings, and some of them we have multiples of. So I just put either number 1 or number 2, same with like flowers and hearts. So now we can actually get to looking at these photos and counting quantities and updating our bins back here. They are all done, all labeled. We have the heart, the BB, I did bears and bunnies. The regular B is butterflies, S is stars, F is flowers, bows, and then D is dainty. And then I also had like some overfill from some specific bins. And then down here we have the phone charms. But they all fit in this one organizer, so I don't even have to use the other one. And it looks great. I love it. And now the last step will just be publishing them onto the website, getting all those listings in there. I don't have that many. I would say like maybe 6 or 7 listings, among all the keychains. So that won't be that bad at all. It's just a matter of adding all the different variations that takes the longest. But I have all the photos done. I got all the quantities. I'm feeling good about this. Like by the time that this video will be up, all of them will be published. I'll probably do it tonight, honestly, and then just have it ready by tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed the process of taking all the photos and updating the quantities. Again, I will have this link down in my description for where to get it on Amazon. That thing is probably one of the best investments for my small business. I know going forward, like I will use it all the time, so I'm like, I might as well get the 2 or the 3 foot one. I can't remember which one I got, but I'll have it linked. I might as well get the larger ones that I can use it for my other products. And for like keychains, it was so easy. I could take photos all day. Even like for my makeup bags, I had to do them at a specific time because that's like when the light is shining into the room. So even for makeup bags, I could do them in there. And then again, with it coming with different backdrops, it is just perfect. I'll also have all the decor linked down in the description as well that I use, like the books and the flowers and the leaves and everything else. But I'm so happy that we have a brand new batch of keychains up on the shop. You can shop them xoxocharlie.com. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Mwah. Bye.